Today on Hopped Up, we're going to be reviewing the Tempter IPA from Telluride Brewing Company out of Telluride, Colorado. Welcome to Hopped Up, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we're drinking today. With me, as always, I have Andy in the attic and Jay, and I am Ben. What are we going to be reviewing today?
We're going to be reviewing Tempted IPA by Telluride Brewing Company out of Telluride, Colorado.
You mean Tempter?
Tempter. I say Tempted. It's Tempter.
Yeah,
Pardon me, Telluride.
I know it's Tempted, but it's a Tempter.
Tempter. It's named after the ski run out there, a backcountry ski run in Colorado. Cool. Tempter.
So Telluride Brewing, that's a really neat brewery. I've been there. I don't know, Ben, did you get to go there when y'all been through?
No, I've not been there.
Telluride, very unique town. I love going there. That's one of my favorite Colorado areas for skiing and things like that. But they have some really cool brews and a really neat brewery as well. Right on the edge of the Bull Canyon town. So,
and yeah, from the can, established in 2011. And brewed high at 8,750 feet. So that's pretty cool.
See how lifting it is.
Yeah, I think Telluride goes up to about 14,000 on their high peaks. Neat ski resort. Both they have the back, so it's a bowl canyon on three sides, and you drive in. But on the back side of one of the mountains is where a lot of the multi-million-dollar homes. You have Tom Cruise's and Oprah Winfrey's and several of those. It's a neat area. They have a gondola that's free that goes up and over the mountain to the actual town area. Wow. Beautiful area. Some really cool restaurants and brew pubs and things like that. There's the brewery is on the edge of the town. There's another restaurant / brew pub in town called Smuggler's Brewery that is fantastic. It's actually owned by some Louisiana Cajuns who transplanted there, but they did a great job. Several other whiskey bars right on the main street, and then there's a pizza joint where I had the first Telluride brew. So,
all right.
Well, I want to have my first. So
let's go.
I
think I'm ahead of you, Andy.
Yeah. Well, first from Telluride, yeah. We need to put a hashtag the Telluride Visitors Bureau after all that.
After that intro.
Yeah.
So, and we actually, I got this in a pack of several Telluride beers. So we'll be reviewing a few of them in the coming days. But excited to have my first from that brewery.
Yeah. It's an American IPA. It's 6.4% ABV, 70 IBUs. Nice. Like the dark color.
Yeah, it's very dark. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates. You can smell a little of the pine in it. You can definitely get that taste.
Yeah.
Might be a hard one for you, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of, it definitely has that IPA kick that we all know that I love so much. But sarcastically, but no, I was trying to figure out what some of the other flavors were in there. I don't know. I didn't see anything that should point me in a direction, but
no, it wasn't very descriptive on the website or on the can on what they use.
I almost had just a little hint of like an apple, but could be I could be off on that.
You sure that wasn't your snack caught in the
It could have
the
been.
beard
Yeah,
there? Yeah.
it could have been. Because this is not a hazy, right? So
No,
Yeah,
this
there's
is
no reason I
It's,
should.
it's an American IPA.
Yeah.
your standard
So-
American.
Yeah, so different from your English IPAs, you know, the originals, and then it's this tastes more like I guess if you know, again, classifying it as an American, probably more to the West Coast IPA versus New England, you know, haze and all that.
So it says snow melt, malted barley, American hops, and yeast. Doesn't say exactly how many hops they use, but snow melt,
Yeah,
you're getting some of that good
yeah.
snow water. So
As long as it's not yellow, right?
I was about to say, you know, do I detect some ski wax that got mixed in the snow melt?
Maybe that was the apple that I thought I was tasting. So,
Well, yeah. Have we, you know, formulating a rating?
yeah, I mean, I think, like you said, there's not just a ton of information out there about this beer and you know, about the brewery so much right now. So I think Jay provided us as much as we're going to get related to Telluride and the surrounding area. So yeah, with that, let's go around and rate it. Andy, you haven't had it before. I haven't had it before. Jay, have you had it before?
I have not had the IPA. I've had most of their others, I believe. I don't think I've had the IPA. You two go ahead, though.
Go ahead, Andy.
Still, he's crunching numbers.
I got to look and make sure that I haven't had it.
Yeah, I'm kind of in between two scores here because it's a good IPA. I'd drink it again if I was at the store and had my choice of I got to pick an IPA, or you know, I'm so limited on what I can get. I may go for some others over this. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I just wanted more out of it. Still good. I drink it, but 6.5.
Yeah, this is the part of the show where I tell everybody I don't, you know, favor IPAs. So with that, if you are like me and not a lover of IPAs, I mean, I still drink them just to try something different and enjoy talking about them here on the show. But you know, again, that bitter taste on the back end is what I get from this, and that's probably what I like the least about IPAs. So for me, this is a 5.5. You know, I like it a little better than maybe some of the others that we've tried, but I you know, it's again, it's an IPA, so you know, the score should be somewhat expected for me at this point, I think.
All right, so I have not had. I double checked my my log. I'm kind of surprised I didn't, but honestly, at the time I was in Telluride, that was before I got to drinking a lot of more of the hoppy beers. I enjoyed very much a lot of their other beers. They have a brown ale that is fantastic. So, you know, I'm partial to IPAs. I'm partial to Telluride. I'm partial to their brewery. It's a beautiful place. I'd love to go back there and visit again. Love to take you guys. I think it'd be a fantastic trip. They do a lot of neat things out there. Ski season, or if you get into the summertime, they have a great bluegrass festival. So they also have a whole wine festival they do one week. But yeah, I'll give it a 7.5 is where I'm going to fall in. So it's a solid IPA for me, and I'd love to have it again and drink it anytime I can.
So what I heard from all that was that you were offering to pay for Andy and I to go.
Yeah,
to Telluride. So
that's my takeaway.
I mean, you know, we're there. Right?
I'd love to take you guys. I mean, the Bluegrass Festival, the problem is, from my understanding, it's only done by lottery, and you have to win the lottery to get tickets to it. So, and finding accommodations are even harder. So
basically, what you're saying is you're going to have to win the lottery before you take us to Telluride. Right. All right, that gives us a 6.5 for the Tempter IPA from Telluride Brewing Company out of Telluride, Colorado. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell to get all our videos in the future and get notified when those come out. For Andy in the attic and Jay, I'm Ben. Appreciate you guys again checking us out. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.